In this video, I will show you a basic way of casting on stitches, that is, putting loops on your needles for you to be able to start knitting. The steps for this basic cast on are similar to doing the knit stitch. It will create a very tidy but somewhat tight cast on edge. To start, we need to make a slip knot. There are lots of ways to do this, but I will show you the simple way that I use. First, take the end of your working yarn and make a cross over your fingers like this. Then stick your finger or knitting needle under the top strand and grab the bottom strand and pull it through. Then you can pull it tight to create the slip knot. If you put the loop around your finger, you can pull one strand to make it tight. Let's see those steps again. Wrap the yarn around in the shape of an X, go under the top strand and then pull the bottom strand through and pull it tight to create the knot. Now let's put our needle in the loop and pull it tight. To start casting on stitches, we will take this needle with the loop on it in our left hand. And then we'll grab our other needle in our right hand. Sometimes I find I have to fiddle with the tail of the slip knot to make it rest comfortably. You'll want to secure your working yarn to give you a good tension, and I find it helps to keep the tail of the slip knot in my left hand to keep it out of the way. For the first cast on stitch, you will take your right needle and stick it from left to right through the front of the slip knot on your left needle. Again, stick it from left to right through the front of the slip knot loop. Next, wrap the working yarn around the tip of your right needle counterclockwise. Then pull your right needle back to the front, bringing the working yarn with it back through the loop on the left needle. Finally, take the loop of yarn you've created on your right needle, twist your hand to the right, and slip that loop back onto your left needle. Now you have two loops on your left needle. Make sure you don't pull the new stitch too tight because that will make it difficult for the next cast on stitch. That was the first setup stitch, and now the rest of the stitches are pretty much the same with a slightly different beginning. Instead of sticking just through the front of that first loop, we're going to actually take the needle and stick it between the two loops that we have on our left needle. So right in between them, and then next you wrap the yarn around the right needle counterclockwise. You use the right needle to pull the working yarn through the two stitches to the front, and then you take that loop you've made, twist your hand to the right, and slip it onto your left needle. Now we can continue in this way to cast on our stitches. Stick the right needle between the two stitches, wrap the working yarn around, pull it through to the front, and slip that loop onto your left needle. I will continue casting on some more stitches here until I have as many as I need. Here you can see the cast on edge is finished. Now I will knit a few rows so that you can see the cast on edge next to some knit fabric. You can see that the edge has a nice clean look next to the knit fabric.